you guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is William Bradley. Today is my first day of my new job as a mechanical engineering intern at a small startup. This is actually my second day of work. I really didn't want to film the first day of work because I was really busy setting stuff up. Good morning. Hey, pretty good. I'm just vlogging and figuring out myself.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. So if you want to say hey to the vlog.
Hello.
Yep, this is my boss. He's working hard.
Awesome.
So I'm gonna get set up and start doing stuff. I don't even know what I'm gonna be doing. Did you get, what was it, the updates for my computer and everything?
No, I'll be working on those. But honestly, I mean, well, if you have to work remotely, we can talk about it. But otherwise, just leave your computer here because.
Okay. Hey you guys, so I am off work now. Just all new stuff for my job. You know, my boss has been, writing diagrams, going over worksheets, still trying to figure things out. It's a whole lot of stuff, but I think I'm getting the hang of it.
That's good.
I'm back home and I have some notes from my boss that we went over today. This is the system that we were looking at in this diagram. This is like a louver. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. And then I know that this is a system that's like ply outside, and then the return exhaust is here, and then this is the outside air supply. And then she had like 100, or what was it? I think it was, 100 going in from the outside air, and then 1,000 right here. My boss is probably gonna laugh at me because I don't even know what we're talking about. And granted, I've been on the job 2 days. This was already in here, like 1,000 inside, and it was just air circulating in here. But then that 100 is from the outside. We made an equation, like if you put it in your calculator, this is how you get that 900 number. If you do this, all this is just a air system, and these are like symbols for like a diffuser. So it's not like on this diagram, but she was just like, this is how like a diffuser look, I think. And like something about air, she did like a house elevation. This was really like my first day, and this is like looking at it at one perspective, and then this is how you would like make a floor plan. Like this would be the door of the house, lines right here on the side, that would be like the windows of the house. She made some other things up here, which would be like the bricks. This would be like the airspace of the house, and that's about it. The main thing when I am working, I'm looking at drawings like this one on the screen right here, and looking at air systems and HVAC systems as an intern, and just getting familiar with project plans and knowing how to read them exactly. So tomorrow I'm gonna probably do more of an interview with my boss, ask her a couple questions about engineering and just figuring out how mechanical engineering works, just to give you guys perspective on what I do and what she does on a daily basis. And this is also kind of unscripted, so if you see that there's not really a good theme, I'm not going into detail, or there's weird transitions in this video, that's the reason why. But just keep following it along with the story, and it will probably work itself out. I'll see you guys in the next clip. Hey you guys, welcome back to another day of the vlog. Today is my 4th day of work. My boss will answer the questions that I emailed her, and we're gonna have a little bit of discussion about why she kind of did mechanical engineering and what challenges she has in her business, and a few other questions. So we're gonna do that in her car or in another place. First question for that interview was, what inspired you to pursue a career in mechanical engineering and eventually start your own company?
It's a long answer. I'll try to make it short. I wasn't always planning to be a mechanical engineer. I wanted to be a veterinarian and went to school for engineering because I enjoyed math, and I felt that and was told that an engineering degree was very broad. You could do a lot with that, even if it wasn't engineering. And so I did stick with engineering, and I found a co-op, an internship at a company that was in the field I'm currently in. So they were engineering building systems and working with architects, which is something I've always loved as well. So kind of fell into it and continued on learning in this career. Eventually got to this point of starting the firm and sharing it with others.
Did you know you always wanted to go into your own firm?
No, I didn't. I've always had ideas and questions any place that I've worked, and over time it kind of developed, and I started to think about possibly starting my own. Sometimes if you can't change where you're at, you just end up changing where you're at, which is what I did. I also find, especially in the construction and engineering industry, there's a lack of diversity, and so I'd like to be able to provide that mentorship to other women and underrepresented people in the industry and share this as a career choice.
What are some of the biggest challenges you face in your journey as an entrepreneur?
I'm sure everyone would say something similar, but have their own nuances, I suppose. I started a service business, so all we have to offer is our time, our expertise, our personalities, and we're not making any products. So we're limited to the amount of knowledge and time that we have to give to clients. So that's, I suppose, one aspect of a service industry versus manufacturing. Other than that, as a startup, implied, I suppose, you're doing the work and you're doing all of the marketing, admin, accounting, just to make sure that your finances work out so you can stay in business. And it's just a growing process. I was hoping that there would be a template for how to start a business, but that doesn't exist. So everyone's a little bit different, and everyone chooses a different path and a different way to develop their company. So I'd say the biggest help for me has been discussing with other people who've done it, asking a ton of questions, and finding those people that are willing and excited to be a mentor and share their own experiences.
For question 3, how did you stay up to date with the latest technologies and industry trends in mechanical engineering?
So there's an organization I got involved with as a student at Akron. One of my mentors at my first company shared ASHRAE, so that's the American Society of Heating, Air Conditioning, and Refrigeration Engineers. I said that backwards, but it's now it's known as ASHRAE, and so that's a great organization, professional, that they offer technical support. ASHRAE also creates many of the standards and guidelines that we use in our day-to-day calculations. So they have handbooks, information in there that they develop and we use on a day-to-day basis.
So kind of like user manuals almost?
Yeah, they're called handbooks. Yep, exactly. So there's ASHRAE fundamentals, ASHRAE systems, and I'll share those with you as we get into more of design. But learning from people, researching on the internet, using these handbooks, finding an organization to get involved with and network with people so that you can ask questions and learn, stay up to date on new technologies.
For 4, can you walk us through a project that you're currently working on and its significance in the field of mechanical engineering?
Sure. So we could talk about, we're doing a project that Will has been involved with. It's a gym that was built in the mid-1970s, kind of a typical elementary school gym at the time, and to this day it has heating only. It's a steam system, so it's a little bit outdated heating system. 40-50 years later, they're looking to add air conditioning to the gym. They're looking to upgrade the heating system to something more efficient and relevant to today's technology. So what we are doing is designing the air conditioning equipment. So for a large gym, we're doing a couple of large rooftop units. So they're packaged air handlers. And along with that, we're adding equipment to this building. So we have to make sure that all of its utilities, such as its gas, electric service, are all adequate to accommodate the new equipment. So I suppose relevancy, you'll find in this industry that a lot of older buildings that don't have air conditioning are looking to add that, since it's kind of a commodity nowadays. If you have a new building, you assume it's going to have air conditioning. That's not the case for a lot of older buildings. So we do many renovations to add energy efficient air conditioning to spaces.
Yeah, when I was at my high school, we didn't have air conditioning in it for a very long time. And then once I graduated, we got a whole remodel with air conditioning.
Man, you missed
I missed that.
and you think about that too, air conditioning is a commodity, but when you're in a school and you have no air conditioning, it's hot. No student wants to pay attention if they're hot.
Senior year, I had soccer practice. So then I was already outside and I'm like, I'm hot.
Yeah.
It's been hot the whole day.
Right. Yeah, and I mean, it's not so much just comfort, but it's also your ability to learn, be comfortable and safe. And it's just, it makes a lot of sense, especially I think in a school it's important.
Question number 5. How do you prioritize tasks and manage your time effectively as a CEO of a startup?
I think it's a continuously evolving and learning process. I would say that there are times where I've spent, suppose I could give you something where I didn't manage my time properly, where we got busy with work. And as a small company, I'm doing a lot of the design work as well. So I focused a lot of my time on the design work because we were busy and, trying to get projects completed. But I trade off focus of marketing and developing new and existing customers. So you have to kind of balance, how much time you're spending on your brand and on business development, as well as finding great talent to work with, getting your projects done. Because ultimately, again, we're a service company. We are designing the blueprints or the instructions to build a building, but we don't offer a specific project. We're not mass manufacturing anything, so each project is unique for us. So I guess I've learned to kind of use my Outlook calendar to designate time during the week to spend on business development, to spend on accounting, just an hour or so to figure out how to organize, the week better.
Question 6. What advice would you give an inspiring mechanical engineers and entrepreneurs who want to make a mark in the industry?
That's a great question, and I'm so excited because I support anyone who is aspiring to be an engineer and an entrepreneur. I would say always ask questions and listen. You can learn a lot from people, and I told you, Will, that
Hey you guys, my camera battery died. I actually charged my camera battery before we left. I knew I used the camera a little bit the other day, and honestly, it said it was like basically full at the top. I don't know what happened, and we left off on question 6 of the interview. So I'm gonna see when my boss is free again so we can still continue the interview. We will get back to this in the next clip. Question number 7 of my interview was, how does your company approach sustainability and eco-friendliness in your products and operations?
So, sustainability and eco-friendliness. For one, we are now in an office space. It is certainly not new, so we are staying kind of resilient. We're refurbishing old buildings and not building so much new products, I guess. As far as our products go, we design blueprints for HVAC renovations, so we don't manufacture a specific part, but we try to incorporate energy efficient designs in our mechanical designs for buildings. We try to explain to owners the importance of sustainability, recycling, reusing, maintaining energy efficient equipment, and also actually just maintaining your equipment to make it last longer. Because if you don't take care of it, you have to replace it more often. Ohio also has energy efficiency codes that we have to follow. Ideally, we would be designing higher than those codes. It just depends, you're working with the owner and the client to determine their best value for what they can afford, and also designing to meet the efficiency codes for Ohio. So we try to incorporate it in every design and try to explain the benefits of it as well.
Okay, now we're gonna do these last 2 questions. What qualities do you look for in an intern or employee in the field of mechanical engineering?
All right, so what qualities do I look for in this business? And I think honestly in any job or career that you choose to go down, I'm always looking for people that ask questions and really try to understand the material that they are supposed to learn. Ask questions of people you meet in the field or different architects or engineers, because we don't know everything. So I think it's very valuable when you meet a candidate that questions how to do things, the best way to do things, and they're always trying to learn. Someone who's not afraid to talk to people and be vulnerable, and to do that, I think is a valuable trait in any employee.
Okay. 9, can you share a success story or accomplishment that you are particularly proud of as a CEO of your startup?
A specific success story? So, gosh.
She has something now. to share? We gave it some thought.
I did. I think it's so tough because as the owner of a startup company, it seems like every day you have little successes and little wins that kind of get you to where you are. It was hard for me to think of a big success story. I feel like we're trying to live that every day, but Will helped me out, and I just want to share that probably two most recent success stories are that we now have an office space. Granted, it is not complete in construction, but we are also doing that, and it's very fulfilling and rewarding. And the second big success is that we've brought an intern on for the summer, and so Will has been interviewing me in his first 8 days, pushing me to be a better person, so it's awesome.
And my last question, what do you see as the future of mechanical engineering, and how is your company positioned to make an impact in this evolving field?
I see the future of mechanical engineering and the construction field in general becoming a lot more collaborative. We've been seeing a lot faster timelines for projects, which requires all the teams to collaborate and coordinate together at the same time. So I see a lot more coordination with contractors in the design build setting. We feel like we fit well in that aspect. I also see a push for sustainability and hope for that in Ohio as well. We're looking forward to those energy efficient designs and figuring out ways to build a more sustainable future.
Well, thank you for letting me interview, and I'm going to talk about some other things in my next clip. Hey you guys, I'm off work for my internship. I wanted to talk to you guys about my responsibilities as an intern. So these were some of the responsibilities I think that I will be doing as a mechanical engineer. So currently with this job, I think I utilize industry standard software such as Revit to design and develop various mechanical and plumbing systems, consistently ensuring designs meet mechanical engineering standards and regulations, complete administrative tasks such as drafting projects and maintaining project documentation in a manner that supports overall mechanical engineering project goals and objectives, collaborate with colleagues to identify and solve mechanical engineering challenges and develop solutions that meet project objectives and deliver desired results, and finally adapt quickly to changing project requirements and timelines, demonstrating flexibility and ability to balance multiple project tasks simultaneously. So I don't think that I will have like a project that I will manage right away. Probably towards the end, where I'll go from like beginning to end on the project, knowing what to do. As I get more projects, I'll probably know the process better as I go along. But that's it. I'm gonna end my video for my internship here. I hope you guys enjoyed my video, and any feedback about my video is greatly appreciated. Drop a like and leave some comments for this video, and thank you for watching. See you guys.
Please just drop a like.